It's that time to say good morning to you, Grenada, Carriacou, PD, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. Welcome to Grenada Good Morning Grenada for today. It's Wednesday. It is the 28th day of January 2026, and it's a good day to have a good day. Let's start it as we do. It's Wednesday. Heavenly Father, Master of the universe, Creator of all things, we bless your holy name and give thanks for seeing us safely through the night and allowing us to see another beautiful sunrise. May you lovingly bless us today with your gifts of miraculous healing, favor, and place a shield of protection around us and our loved ones, keeping us safe from all harm, seen and unseen, in the precious name of Jesus. Amen. And Wednesday blessing, oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him. Amen, amen, and amen. It is a good day to have a good day, as like we always say, and it's just that time again when, we meet and greet each other, and we share the love, we share the likes, and we just be good to one another. But first, we've got to do that to ourselves. Good morning, Yulin, Mary E. Banks. Good morning. Hope you all are doing fine. Of course, I've got to say good morning to Jennifer Collymore. Good morning, Petlin, as always. Good morning, Lovey. How are you doing? Hope all is well. All shall be well. Michelle Bernard has just joined us. Vicklin Maureen, good morning to you. But guess what? Someone is celebrating a huge milestone today. I want to take the time out and say happy birthday to you, Mommy Quinn. And you're celebrating your 95th birthday today. This is a milestone. I know that the entire family and everybody they're going to chip in and make today exceptionally memorable for you. We love you. In case you do not know, Mommy Quinn is like a mother to me, in more ways than one. And I'm just sorry that Mommy, my grandmom, isn't here to celebrate with you today. These two ladies, she would be passing and Mommy would be in the veranda or the flower garden, and they would just say good morning to one another, and then they engage in a conversation, and you would realize hours passed and they're still talking. Sometimes I wonder what these two people could be talking about like that. Good morning, Mommy Queen. We love you, we love you, we love you. Celebrate with fine style and thankful to God for him giving you long life, health, and strength. And good morning to the rest of the Cador family. It is a good day to have a good day. It is 26 minutes on to 7. As we get into the word of the day today, that word today is inclusive. Inclusive. Inclusive, that's the word today. INCLUSIVE. Inclusive. And what it means, what inclusive means, it means open to everyone. Inclusive, remember that. Yes, Lord. The word of the day, my desire. Is mine. Inclusive, what it means, like I said, open and to everyone. And here's how we can use that word in a sentence. The program here, Good Morning Grenada, is inclusive because everyone is welcome. It's open to everyone. It's inclusive. We've got friends all the way from Japan. Good morning to Lex and Jonah and Edward and all the rest of the team there at Hashai Exporters. Good morning to you. And, it's evening now. They're 12 hours ahead. So good evening to you. And we share some spice with you today. And they are going to visit us soon, so we look forward to that. Yeah, they want to come and taste Grenada. So the word is inclusive, open to everyone. And like I said, this program is inclusive. Yeah. 26 minutes on to 7 o'clock. Not 26, but 24 minutes. Vicklin, I hope you're doing fine, right? And now there are two Vicklins that I know. Vicklin Maureen and then Vicklin in right in Simon. Good morning, Simon. Vicklin, how you doing? Well, as you see, Cardi. We worship you. Teacher Pearl, good morning to you. Mary in Hartford Village. Good morning, good morning. The motivational tip of the day is up next. I want to say a special good morning to you, Susan Douglas out there in Paradise. Susan is this morning she called, she said, hey, listen to me. This TV station breakdown. I say, well, yeah. When I got here this morning, I see Shot pulling up on a speaker and like he real tired, yeah, moving. But we've got the problem resolved in studio. I hope it's the same out there. Yeah. Telescope, good morning. Ford, good morning. Ricky and your dear wife. Miss Brenda, good morning to you and Vernice and the entire posse. The Archibald. Good morning, good morning. Do good. You and Nico, good morning. And the motivational speech of the day, the motivational tip of the day, it says, we become what we think about. Well, I am going to be happy because that's all I'm thinking about, being happy. Snell Hall is in the building. Rita Williams, good morning to you. Hope you're doing fine. Sylvina Charles is with us, destined to win Overcomer. Central Charles Crawford, all the way in Bimsha. Good morning to you, Sylvina Charles. Right, Yolan Swan is with us. Also, Mildred is with us. And where's Monica Meros Williams? I'm not seeing you this morning, Monica. Lauren Salem, good morning to you. Gratitude is a must, as she always says. We become what we think. Yeah, I think that I am going to be a better person than I was yesterday, and I'm definitely going to be that. Jillian McIntyre, good morning. Cheese on bread, man, what's wrong with you? That's Mr. Central Charles Crawford. Yeah. The folks inside of Hearts Gap, September Square. Good morning. Miss Kathy Greenwich. Mr. Austral Estwick. Yeah, good morning, good morning. Wonderful folks, wonderful folks. And I'm talking about in Bimsha. Julio Greenwich, good morning. Well, I think she's now Arlene. She's got married. Barbados, a very wonderful place. I mean, not as nice and sweet and dandy and beautiful as Grenada, you know, but it's indeed a good place to be sometimes. Yeah, I love the nightlife. You know, go to Oinstins, and that area where you have after dark, and this place is. Of all his children. Yeah. 20 minutes on to 7 o'clock. What's buzzing this morning? What buzzing this morning? Prime Minister says no to shortcuts in Southern Water Project. Elections offices closed for staff retreat. In the region, families of Trinidadian men file lawsuit over fatal boat strike. Internationally, anger in Italy over U.S. ice presence at Winter Olympics. Windward Islands, that's in sports. Windward Islands women, they defeat Trinidad and Tobago in the CG United Super 50 Open game. And you trust, yeah. Lord. Lindonna out there in Maki, good morning to you and your wonderful daughter. Good morning. Halop, good morning to the folks in the supermarket there that sells the feed. Errol's place. Nice. Miss Glenda, good morning. Siobhan Maxwin, welcome. Hope I got the name right. Yeah, good morning, Uncle Tilly, man. Uncle Tilly, you took your walk this morning. I know you're an active man. Good morning to you and the family. Good morning to the folks inside of Monktrich. Leke, good morning to you. Peter Antwine, good morning. Hope you're doing fine. Brandon, all the way in London, good morning. Valden Williams in Canada, good morning to you. So whenever Before the day is over, something good is going to happen to you. Trust that. Think that. Good morning, Nadisha. Good morning to the Holmeses. Louis and the folks at Louis Cafe, good morning. The Sandersons, good morning. The McEwens, good morning. Mama Can, good morning. Bongo Man and your daughter, I can't remember her name. Yeah, good morning, Rastiga. I hope I have it right, yeah? Did I have it right? Ajamo's brother. Not so good with names anymore. Rastiba, good morning. You and the family, Moyaki and family. Tommy, good morning. All right, so they say I know everybody in Grenada, which could be true, you know. There could be some truth to it. Yep. Nah, there's... Okay, there's no signal on 105.9 in Mount Craven. Thank you very much. Technicians, Mike, you gotta get out of the bed at this time and do what you gotta do. You know, we've got some issues, so we've got to rectify that. Thank you very much, my dear. Before the day is over. Miss Jeremiah, good morning to you. I haven't heard from you in ages. I trust that all is well. Thank you, Sylvina. She says, give Jack his jacket. Innocent, you're doing a great job. Continue. Blessings to you and love. Thank you very much. God will come through for you. Yep. And it's going to get better, yeah? That I can promise. You know, I will surprise you shortly, you know. Yeah, I've got to take an international approach, so sooner than later you'll be seeing me with my jacket and my tie, because I'm repping to the world, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've got to determine which jackets and which ties I would use, so and it would take me a while to, you know, to search through them, because there are so many. And Lauren? Folks, the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather comes up right after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union introduces its new digital platform, managing your finances at any time from anywhere.
As a part-time student, balancing work and studies can be a real challenge. But with GCCU's digital app, these worries are no more. My parents can now remotely transfer funds to my account, and I can check my balance at any time, giving me the freedom to achieve my goals.
My days can be long and tedious. With this app, I can ensure my loan is paid on time, transfer funds to someone else's account, and check my balances. I don't have to rush to do business during my lunch hour or after work anymore.
With this app, I can request checks to pay my suppliers, letters for my business transactions. I don't have to leave my farm to go stand in line.
The Grenville Credit Union digital platform. It's convenient and secure banking right at your fingertips. Download the app today from the Play Store or App Store, or call 442-8602, 459-4325, or 416-8467 for further information.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
I am Oma Francis. I am the Island Boss. Come out on Saturday to see the Island Boss compete in the Island competition.
GBN's Oil Long Fest is proudly sponsored by Glen Elch Spring Water, Grenville Credit Union, the Marketing and National Importing Board, Echo Blue Limited, Rush Distributors, Grenada Cooperative Bank, Grenada Paper Products, Hubbard's, Superb Distributors, and Grenada Motor Club.
And this is the GBN Morning edition of news for today, Wednesday, 28th day of January 2026. In the headlines, Prime Minister says no to shortcuts in Southern Water Project. Elections offices closed for staff retreat. In the region, families of Trinidadian men file lawsuits over fatal U.S. boat strikes. Internationally, anger in Italy over U.S. ice presence at Winter Olympics. And in sports, Windward Islands women defeat Trinidad and Tobago in the CG United Super 50 opener. The details to these and more right after these messages.
This Valentine, celebrate under the stars at Love Fest. Saturday, February 14th at Quarantine Point Recreational Park from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. Featuring all the way from Antigua, Burning Flames. Also live, Sabrina Francis, Rita, and Ultimate Perfections Band, Pan Wizards, and more. Whether you're coming solo, with someone special, or rolling deep. Love Fest is filled with moments to enjoy, like making your own chocolates and candles. Early bird tickets are sold out. General admission starts at $100. Grab a couple special for only $180 while stocks last. Tickets are available at Grenadian Optical, Eventbrite, and GoToFet.com. Upgrade your experience with our bottle service, Sweetheart Table for Two, or a more private Cupid's Cabana. Love Fest is on Valentine's Day, Saturday, February 14th, starting 6 p.m. at Quarantine Point.
Guys, have you heard about the oil competition that's happening on the Post Air Strip? Yes, and we, the Tam City students, will be there. It is hosted by the Grenada Broadcasting Network and their sponsors at 10 a.m. on the Post Air Strip. Don't hear it. Come out in the numbers and be there. Compete with us.
GBN's Oil Long Fest is proudly sponsored by Glen Elch Spring Water, Grenville Credit Union, the Marketing and National Importing Board, Echo Blue Limited, Rush Distributors, Grenada Cooperative Bank, Grenada Paper Products, Hubbard's, Superb Distributors, and Grenada Motor Club.
Yo, my beautiful people, this is all about Oil Long Fest going down on Saturday, January 31st. And right now, this is a special invite for you. You know you could cook. You know somebody that could cook. You have an auntie that could cook. You have a granny that could cook. You have a brother or sister, anybody you know that could cook. Or you could cook. You can register today. You can register right now. It's Oil Long Fest. I'm telling you, January 31st, you don't want to miss it. You know you're bad on Oil Long, so register and come and win some prizes. I'll see you there. Yeah.
good morning, everyone. With the details, I am Gordon Joseph. To the team from Hot 98 FM, we say welcome. Discussing the UK SIF Southern St. George Water Supply Expansion Project at Tuesday's post-cabinet press briefing, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell revealed that his government rejected an offer by contractor Gilbert and Associates to proceed with road reinstatement before pressure testing of the newly laid pipes. The Prime Minister stressed that the testing of the pipes and the reinstatement of the road are the contractor's legal responsibility, adding that the contractor was already paid to accelerate the work. We have more in this report.
Speaking as a post-cabinet,
testing of the pipes was for the contractor. The reinstatement of the road was for the contractor. The contractor was paid a significantly increased sum to accelerate this work, factoring working in the night. Both the Ministry of Infrastructure and NOASA and the consultant have sought to accommodate in many instances, helping the contractor to accelerate the work. So this notion that we will then say, no, don't test the pipe, reinstate the road, and if something happens, the contractor will take responsibility for it, no sensible person will agree to something like that.
Expressing his frustration with the pace of work, the Prime Minister said that the government is prepared to take over the project if the ongoing road reinstatement does not go according to plan.
In fact, up to last week, we sought again to basically indicate that if the road reinstatement doesn't go at the pace and in the manner that it should, that is the Ministry of Infrastructure will take it over. Because let's be clear, this is not a Ministry of Infrastructure project. As the government, I are equally frustrated by some of the challenges that has developed with the project, particularly with, to me, the seeming indifference to the public inconvenience and the unwillingness to take any mitigating measures other than 5 o'clock in the morning passing with a truck and spraying the whole road to actually make sure that the road is safe.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell there. The main parliamentary elections office and all sub-offices will also be closed on Thursday, 29th January 29th to facilitate staff participation in a retreat. As Supervisor of Elections Arthur Pierce says the retreat will provide registration and registration assistance officers with a better understanding of the People's Representation Act, which establishes the do's and don'ts for voter registration and polling day regulations. According to the Government Gazette, January 29th will be the last date for filing claims and objections to the 2025 consolidated list of voters, which can be found at each parliamentary elections constituency office, post offices, police stations, and medical stations. That concludes the local segment of news. Stay with us. The regional and international developments, they are straight ahead. In the region, the families of 2 Trinidadian men killed in a U.S. missile strike in October 2025 have filed a lawsuit in a U.S. federal court seeking accountability and compensation for their deaths. The suit, filed in Massachusetts, concerns a strike on a small boat traveling from Venezuela to Trinidad and Tobago on October 14, 2025, which killed Chad Joseph, 26, and Rishi Samaru, 41, along with 4 others. The lawsuit, brought by Joseph's mother and Samaru's sister, names the U.S. government as the defendant and is filed under U.S. maritime and international law. Attorneys argue the strike took place outside an armed conflict and that the men who had reportedly been working in Venezuela to support their families posed no threat. Trinidad and Tobago's foreign minister said there was no information linking the victims to illegal activity. The case adds to growing scrutiny of U.S. maritime security operations in the region. The Caribbean community, that's CARICOM, has voiced serious concerns over ongoing divisions within Haiti's executive leadership, warning that the turmoil is further destabilizing an already fragile political transition. In a statement issued on January 27th, CARICOM said internal conflict following a failed attempt by some members of the Transitional Presidential Council to remove the Prime Minister is undermining governance at a critical time, with the Council's mandate due to expire on February 7th, 2026. CARICOM urged Haitian leaders to set aside differences and reach consensus in the national interest, warning that political fragmentation only benefits criminal gangs and deepens insecurity. Now, looking further afield, a branch of the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, that's ICE, will help with security for the Winter Olympics in Italy. It confirmed that on Tuesday, and that sparked anger and warnings they were not welcome. We have more in this France 24 report.
The anger comes after officials said a branch of the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency, or ICE, would help with security at the Milan Cortina Winter Olympics, taking place from the 6th to the 22nd of February. The agency has been criticized for its tactics in a brutal immigration crackdown in the U.S., with officers involved in the fatal shootings of 2 civilians this month. Milan's mayor also expressed his outrage.
I don't think that they're compatible with our ways of handling such a delicate issue as security.
In a statement, ICE seemed to confirm reports it would be protecting U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance and Secretary of State Marco Rubio, who are expected to attend the Games' opening ceremony. It said its Homeland Security Investigations Unit would be supporting the U.S. Department of State's Diplomatic Security Service, as well as helping Italy to vet and mitigate risks from transnational criminal organizations. For Italy's foreign minister, it's a standard example of international cooperation.
If they come, it will be to cooperate, not to intervene on the streets, but to work together with the police, like police from other countries.
U.S. embassy sources in Rome have said various federal agencies have supported diplomatic security at previous Olympics, including Homeland Security investigations.
And finally, authorities in central Mexico are investigating a shooting after a football game. Crowds of fans had just finished watching a match in the city of Salamanca when they came under fire. The attack highlights frequent violence from the nation's cartels despite the government's efforts to curb it. We have more in this Al Jazeera report.
Bloodstains, abandoned clothes, and bullet holes mark this soccer field in the Mexican city of Salamanca, a day after gunmen opened fire on a crowd socializing after a football match. 11 people were killed and 12 injured, among them a woman and a child. It's the latest attack in this medium-sized city in the central state of Guanajuato, an area at the center of a violent turf war between a local criminal group and the Jalisco New Generation cartel, one of Mexico's most powerful. Salamanca's mayor called for urgent federal support, saying the city is going through a dark moment. Guanajuato had Mexico's highest number of murders last year. Authorities say criminal groups are battling for control of cities like Salamanca to dominate drug trafficking routes and fuel theft operations. This latest mass shooting is a setback for Sheinbaum, who has been pursuing an aggressive campaign against drug cartels while under pressure by U.S. President Donald Trump to show progress in curbing the flow of drugs to the United States.
And that concludes the regional and international segment of news. Stay with us. The sporting highlights are straight ahead. Good morning, sporting fans. Good news for the Windward's women as the Windward Islands women made a strong start in the CG United Super 50 campaign with a commanding opening round victory against Trinidad and Tobago, led by all-round performances by Afi Fletcher and Janelia Glasgow. Glasgow top scored with 73, while Fletcher added 61, and Zaida James contributed 38 to anchor the innings. With the ball, Fletcher returned outstanding figures of 4 for 23, supported by Glasgow's 2 for 14. The Windwards are back in action on Thursday against the Leeward Islands at the Cumberland playing field. The 2025-2026 Ministry of Youth and Sports Secondary School Basketball Championship, sponsored by Subway, is entering a crucial phase as the regular season intensifies at the Carenage Sporting Complex. 9 teams are contesting the boys' title and 5 schools are competing the girls' division, with several closely fought games and standout performances already shaping the season. Attention is now focused on whether the Grenada Boys Secondary School and the Grenville Secondary School can halt Presentation Brothers College's winning run as teams push toward the best of 3 final in February. In the girls' division, Grenville Secondary School remains favorites to defend the 2025 title, although schools from the western parishes are emerging as strong challengers. And that's all the sports we've got at this time. We'll have more sports in the luncheon newscast and a primetime newscast. Stay with us. The weather forecast is straight ahead.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
And folks, for the latest weather forecast, we now join forecaster Nicole Jones at the Met Office of the MBIA. Good morning, Nicole.
Hi, good morning to you and your listeners. Here's the weather for today, Wednesday, the 28th January, 2026, as recorded at Morris Bishop International Airport. Presently, the weather is fair. Winds are from the east at 16 miles per hour. Barometric pressure is 1015.2 millibar, which is above normal and rising. The present temperature is 24.8 degrees Celsius, relative humidity 78%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 30.5 degrees Celsius. Last night's mean was 25 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, 0 millimeter was recorded, hence the total for the month remains at 28.5 millimeters. Now we move to the public forecast valid for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be mostly fair, with a low chance of brief isolated showers. Maximum temperature 31 degrees Celsius. The winds are expected to be northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas moderate to rough, with waves 6 to 9 feet and northeasterly to easterly swells. A marine advisory remains in effect. High tide today will be at 10:30 a.m., low tide 6:30 p.m., sunset 6:07, sunrise 6:32. Just to repeat the public forecast valid for today and tonight, mostly fair with a low chance of brief isolated showers. Maximum temperature 31 degrees Celsius. And keep in mind, a marine advisory remain in effect. Reporting from the Morris Bishop International Airport, I am Nicole Jones. Do have yourself a wonderful morning.
Nicole, just before you run off, with the marine advisory that is out, how does that affect the bill fishing tournament with the vessels going out to the game fishing?
Well, it shouldn't affect it because I think those boats are more built for those events, right?
Okay, yes.
So it shouldn't affect it that much.
Okay, and they've got very professional captains and so forth, so they shouldn't be too...
Yes, so they've experienced with that.
Okay. Thank you, Nicole.
Because it's just moderate to rough.
Okay. Thank you, Nicole. All right. Folks, the weather forecast came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick & Thompson Company Limited.
I'm a deal with, well, you know this is me, one lion, two dread. GBN Oil Long Fest. All the oil long bosses out there come and register. Pulse Airstrip, January 31st, we outside. And we see who can cook. They say country better than tongue, but we go find out on the 31st of January. Come on, GBN Oil Long Fest. You can't miss it. Food just tastes good. Oil long tastes better. Oh, when I get mad at Greece, I Greece said, and I feel like I can't lose in the
It's 6 minutes after 7 o'clock. To end the news, a recap of the headlines. Prime Minister says no to shortcuts in Southern Water Project. Elections offices closed for staff retreat. In the region, families of Trinidadian men file a U.S. lawsuit over fatal boat strike. Internationally, anger in Italy over U.S. ice presence at Winter Olympics. And in sports, Windward Islands women beat Trinidad and Tobago in the CG United Super 50 opener. That has been the morning edition of news for today, Wednesday, the 28th day of January 2026. On behalf of the entire news department, I am Gordon Joseph, thanking you for viewing and listening, wishing you a productive day, and extending that invitation to you to stick and stay with the network, because we are with you anywhere and everywhere. To the team from Hot 98 FM, we say thank you for sharing your time with us this morning, and just have a good day, everybody. Bye for now.
Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before. New home, fresh start, make moves and play it smart. Expand, invest or renew. ACB's right there with you. With ACB Home Advantage Mortgages, you get up to 100% financing, reduced fees, and a $100,000 unsecured credit card. Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before with ACB.
Terms and conditions apply.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
For 35 years, one name has stood with us. Through the storms and sunshine, we've been by your side. Whether you're on the road, at sea, on site, or at home, with Grenadian General Insurance, confidence comes standard. It's never been a better time to renew and update for added benefits. Join us in celebrating 35 years of safeguarding what matters most. Grenadian General Insurance, 35 years strong. Visit Grenadian General Insurance on Scott Street, St. George's. Call us at 440-2434 or visit grenadiangeneral.gd to get the coverage you need.
Hey there. Did you know? The GPPA now offers more ways to take control of your health. That's right, copper and hormonal IUDs plus hormonal implants, all available to you. Safe, effective, and empowering options, because your body, your choice. This message is brought to you by the Grenada Planned Parenthood Association through the Build Back Equal project, funded by Global Affairs Canada.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy?
look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Hey everyone, it's Miss Rose from the Rose Garden, and I just wanted to let you guys know of the GBN All Down Fest happening on the 31st of January at Pearls in St. Andrews. I was there last year and it was a great experience. There was different kinds of all down. There was wild meat, there was chicken, there was salted meat, and all other kind of all down, and the cooks was very good. So there's also wine tasting and other things happening at the event. So come out and support the GBN All Down Fest on January 31st at Pearls in St. Andrews. It starts at 10 a.m. in the morning and goes on until, and I could let you guys know it's a wonderful, wonderful experience.
GBN's Oil Long Fest is proudly sponsored by Grenada Spring Water, Grenville Credit Union, the Marketing and National Importing Board, Echo Blue Limited, Rush Distributors, Grenada Cooperative Bank, Grenada Paper Products, Hubbard's, Superb Distributors, and Grenada Motor Club.
All right, folks, it's now 13 minutes after 7 o'clock, and I'm happy to now join Sergeant Troy Paul for this morning's traffic report. Good morning, Sarge.
Good morning to you and our listeners, and it's that time again where we share a traffic report with persons, especially our drivers who are heading to their destination, especially to the town of St. George. And we want persons to make sure that wherever they're going, that they can do so safely and freely from whatever obstruction. So that time we will let persons know what is happening in and out of the town of St. George. However, I will start with the accident state for the past 24 hours. And the accident state, we have a total of 9 minor accidents reported for the past 24 hours. And they are as follows. The traffic headquarters, we had 2 minors. The St. Paul's, 1 minor. The South St. George Police Station, 5 minors. Grenville Police Station, 1 minor. This gives us a total of 9 minor accidents altogether. And I made to emphasize on the South St. George because they have a highest total, 40 past 24 hours. The therefore shows that the South District was rather busy as it was dealing with accidents yesterday. So at that time, I was going to again encourage drivers to continue to drive safely and to do what they have to ensure that they get to the destination safely on time. In addition to that, we definitely want to have some cruise ships in our ports today, which is that time again of the year where we get cruise ships to our port. So we definitely would have visitors to our shores, especially heading to tourist hotspots, especially our lakes, our waterfalls, and all the places that are sentimental as it relates to Grenada, as it relates to our traditional history. So we urge the Grenadian public to continue to drive safely, especially with our visitors along our streets, more vehicles will be moving to and from to take persons to these destinations. So that be courteous, even extend that one Grenadian courtesy. We're supposed to have that live footage this morning, but somehow that live on my end has been cut. I'm not too sure if it's on your end, but I will definitely continue along that line of the reporting where we have a moderate flow of traffic at this time and in most of the areas. More traffic than normal at this moment, including the Taliban public road as well. So that both areas around this time will have a heavier flow of traffic than the others, which we have a moderate flow at this time. So we are encouraging persons who are coming from the St. Paul's Caribbean, which are the areas that will travel at the time, to as we encourage on the morning time that they leave home a little bit earlier, and so forth. But we to want persons to know that they must be home early in order to get to work early. We know what is happening, especially in those areas. So persons, be mindful of your routes and how you can get out of those traffic in the morning time, especially coming from the St. Paul's direction. Calivini, if you're heading to the Grenada direction, you can use the Montreal Public Road Springs and head on, or if you're heading over to the Grenada side, you can take the Mount Francis Public Road and you head on. So persons, be mindful as well that even most of the areas at this time we have no accidents and we don't have no unnecessary obstruction in most of our roads are reported, and therefore persons can drive safely, freely to and from their destination at this time. And as I stated earlier, we were supposed to have that speed, but it was lost somehow, and I'm not too sure what's the cause of that, but we definitely know what happens around this time. But as we get closer to 8 o'clock, we definitely have that increase in traffic movement flowing to and from those destinations, especially most of the areas person heading towards the St. George's, Grandlands direction, even Belmont. Most of the areas will definitely have a heavier flow of traffic. For updates, I just want persons to know that the North Sea project still continues at night, so persons heading to the south of the island, especially, they will not be able to travel along the Belmont Public Road. They will also do some work on the Woolwich Public Road as well, so we know we have that interruption. Furthermore, today we have some activities, especially the Bowley Public Road. There's a large funeral time to take place at the Bowley RC Church, where the former bus driver who passed away. So we definitely have some traffic. And that funeral is today, and it's after 1. If you're heading up that direction, expect a little delay because there will be a motorcade from Canteen right up to Bowley to where the funeral will be heading. So expect a little bit delay, and if the traffic increase, there may be some traffic diversion in that area as well. So motorists take note that anything after 1, you may expect a little delay coming up on that route, and also some traffic diversion as it is to that funeral. So please take note. The persons, if you have not left home as yet, please do so, because you will definitely be late this morning. So to avoid that, I encourage persons to leave home a little bit earlier. We encourage persons to continue to drive safely. Yesterday we spoke a lot about obstruction and likely to cause obstruction. So we just want to appeal again to persons where you park your vehicle, especially during the morning rush and so forth. You will be taking the plan for a toll. But this morning I just want to talk a little bit on insurance. Make sure that vehicle is insured in the event or likelihood of accidents and so on, that persons are covered under the insurance. And this is all that we have for this morning. And I just want to say thank you again for allowing us to do this report. And the question we ask every morning, I will definitely going to ask it again. If you are texting something who's driving?
Yeah, who's driving? If you are doing anything else besides being 100% focused on the road and the environments around you, who is manning that vehicle? Sergeant Paul, thank you very much for that comprehensive report, and we look forward to another engagement tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Folks, that has been the traffic report. We take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we've got a Riser's MoneyWise program. This morning, my guest will be my good friend, Mr. Christopher Diali Senior. We'll be back after these. Don't you go anywhere.
To refresh.
But when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you. No, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands. We got everything we need. Cause you can look to me whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever your road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever your road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next time, next time, next time, next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
My name is Liselle Walcott. I am a staff nurse at the General Hospital for the past 16 years. At the Infection Control Department, we do surveillance for communicable diseases or hospital-acquired infections. We do outbreak investigations. So any issues we have, we would investigate it, find out the cause, and we would do recommendations and interventions to all relevant departments. Thus far, with Mount Sinai, we are looking at ways of improving hand hygiene. Hand hygiene has been proven to be one of the most important practices you could do to break the chain of infection. Working along with Mount Sinai, I foresee that it would be a very good thing for us. They are looking into the products that we use, the practices that we do. Going forward, we'll be able to achieve a very high level of compliance and safety across the board for everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're beginning our final descent to Morris Bishop International Airport. Welcome to Grenada.
Our marketing goals for 2026 are ambitious yet achievable. We aim to drive airlift growth by collaborating with airlines and travel partners to expand seat capacity and routes. Strengthening community and stakeholder engagement is key, as we want to ensure that the benefits of tourism are felt broadly across our islands. Promoting sustainable tourism is a priority, as we encourage practices that preserve Grenada's environment, heritage, and cultural identity. We also want to focus on expanding into new markets while reinforcing our brand's position in existing markets. By increasing engagement and conversion through targeted digital campaigns, enhancing content quality, and building strong relationships with industry partners, we hope to boost brand awareness, improve our reputation, and secure media mentions in our target markets.
The I in Ariza stands for you, our members. Your goals matter to us. When you speak, we listen and we act. That's why we've rolled out new deposit rates to help your money work harder. We're offering 4.25% on retirement accounts, 4% on educational savings, and 3.5% on 5-year fixed deposits. We're helping you save on your mortgage. Switch to Ariza and enjoy rates as low as 3.99% plus 50% off legal and processing fees. We are also making it easier to get on the road. Get 100% vehicle financing with rates of just 5% on the purchase of a new vehicle. And if you already have a loan for a recent model, we'll help you switch and enjoy better rates. And for our loyal members, we've designed the Ariza Advantage account, which gives you the VIP experience you deserve. You requested, we responded, you received.
This is the Ariza promise. Better value, better service, members first.
Visit arizacu.com or call us today.
Welcome to MoneyWise, your guide to wise financial decisions, made possible by Ariza Credit Union. Welcome to MoneyWise, your guide to wise financial decisions, made possible by Ariza Credit Union. Welcome to MoneyWise, your guide to wise financial decisions, made possible by Ariza Credit Union. Welcome to MoneyWise, your guide to wise financial decisions, made possible by Ariza Credit Union. Welcome to MoneyWise, your guide to wise financial decisions, made possible by Ariza Credit Union.
Welcome, viewers and listeners. It's 28 minutes after 7 o'clock. As I told you earlier, my guest with me this morning is representing Ariza, of course. He is Mr. Christopher Diali Sr. We get so used to the junior now, but it's good to have the senior in the studio. That's good morning.
Morning, Innocent, and morning to your viewers and listeners. Pleasure to be here.
How are you?
Good.
Yes. Enjoying retirement?
Yeah, blessed. I wake up this morning foot walking, so happy.
It's always a pleasure to have you on board with us. And well, this morning on MoneyWise, we're continuing, and I'm happy that because I followed you 3 years. I looked at you in budget debates and giving your, even in elections and so forth. So you're good with figures and so forth. And we want to continue our talk that we started with Ariza's MoneyWise program for the year. We want to go back. We're going back a bit and coming forward. So we're going back on budgeting and the importance of budgeting. All right. So in your own way, when we talk, I like for the ordinary man on the street to pick up what we are saying. In your own down-to-earth way, how would you say, or what is budgeting?
Well, to put it quite simply, budget is a plan for the future.
Okay.
End of story.
A plan for the future.
Yes. So you don't budget backwards. Always budget forward.
Okay.
So if you're working on a monthly budget, you could do a monthly budget, a daily budget, a weekly budget. So it's always ahead, because you need to plan as a person what is going to happen with your finances as you move ahead, and not all the time everything will work out as you plan it. So simply put, is a document or to give you an understanding of your finances for the future.
Okay,
that's
all
it.
right. That's just like that. Simple as that.
Yeah, simple as that.
And now, why is budgeting so important, regardless to how much or how little you're earning?
Right. So if it's a financial plan to start off with, so for the average person, you need to understand sometimes how your finances can change based on your circumstances. So every month you have bills coming. That is for sure. It's either that or something else. So you have utilities, you have transport costs, you have your phone bill, you have your food bill, and you may have medical issues coming up and so on. So the budget gives the average person an understanding of what, and I always say if we start with expenses, it's easier to understand because you're seeing that every month. So that comes and you put that down on a piece of paper, so for every month coming or next week, you're going to have X amount of money to spend based on how your living style is. And then now you need to match that to the monies that you make, the revenues that you bring into yourself. So it gives you an understanding of where your cost and how you manage that based on the income that you have. If you work in your salary or if you have a side business with your work, how much money is that you bring in and how that matches with your expenses. So it really gives you an understanding. And most importantly as well, if something unusual comes up, how you're going to handle it. If you have a savings, how your savings is going to meet some unusual expense, for example, sickness with your kid or your child or yourself if you have family. So it really gives you an opportunity to understand how you're going to mitigate unusual circumstances and at the same time keep your planning going as to meet your expenses that come up.
I am so happy. I am personally, although I know, but getting it back in this simplistic terms makes life a whole lot more perspective driven for me. Because sometimes people, as Raylene would always say, life is lifing, and sometimes people get so caught up in the routines of daily life that they don't even pay much attention to the intricate value of money and how to plan it. Now, even before someone starts creating a budget, what should they really understand about money?
Right. So your money is something that, as I like to say, it's fleeting. You could get it now and disappear suddenly. So you need to understand. And I always say the budget is not a big fancy document. You could sit down with an exercise book and say, listen, for February, this is what I want to do. I have phone bill, I have water bill, I have electricity bill. You know on average what that will work out to be based on your plans and what you do. So you put that down. Then you say food. What on average you spend on food every week or every month, and you put that down. Transport, if you have a vehicle, the cost of your vehicle to move from point A, gasoline and so on. If you're taking a bus, what is the cost of that? And if you have children, of course, what will come up in terms of school supplies and so on. So you put that down, and I always say expenses are easier to start with because you know it coming every time. And then you look now to see where your revenue streams are. Is your salary able to meet it based on what you put down? If not, how are you meeting the additional costs? If you can't meet the costs, there's two sides to this equation. Either get more money or reduce your costs. It's as simple as that. Because you don't want to be in a situation where you're not meeting and you're always owing. How are you going to deal with it? Is it because in the technical terms we say recurrent costs. Recurrent meaning these costs coming up every month, yeah. And you have to have the recurrent revenue. If you go and take a loan, you can't, not for recurrent costs, because the loan is just for a certain amount at a certain time, and you can't finance it for long. So you as an individual need to understand how you can make additional revenue, whether you want to do a part-time job, you want to plant a little garden, what you want to do, and bring in a little extra. You know, when if you have children are getting ready for school, it's around August, Carnival, and sometimes we go and we overspend or do too much, and then when time for school in September, we're struggling.
Scratching the head.
Yes. So hence the plan. You know you're going to have books to buy, uniforms, whatever, to outfit your daughter, your son. At the end of the day, you need to plan ahead and you say, okay, I know that coming up, so I know how I will meet it. So it's a plan to kind of control your spending. I always say, there's a part in the budgeting and in your life where we call it entertainment. Or wants against needs. Your needs is your food, your gas bill, your cylinder gas to cook food, your rent, right, and all of that. But there is things like our men, the guys in the home, you may go down by the shop and drink, and you may decide, listen, boy, things coming up, I want to pull back. Instead of going every week and spend $40, $50 on beers and so on, I want to miss a weekend or two and hold that there for if something come up. Similarly, all ladies, if we go and do our nails every week and our hair and whatever every month, you might want to hold back. So you curb some of the things that is not a necessity, so that your expenses could go down, so that your revenues could meet what you have to meet. It's as simple as that.
I have heard it on many occasions. I've never heard it so simple. Yeah. So, I mean, and the thing about it is, folks might not pay much attention to that little detail, that scenario with the bar. Okay, you go to the bar every weekend and you spend $50, $60, and you're thinking, well, I have to thaw out the head.
That's right.
But the recurring expense remains.
Yeah.
So in order to meet it, you need to say, watch, I ain't gonna drink this weekend, or this weekend I will let people buy for me.
Yeah, and you could thaw out your head apart from drinking.
Yeah.
You could go on the beach.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna cost you nothing. You understand what I'm saying? And yes, it's good to meet with the guys and have some fun, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But if you know you're having a little crunch or something coming up, then you need to adjust your behavior to suit what is going on. And you know, the most difficult thing is when we have an unusual expense that we didn't plan for. So sickness.
Yeah.
And you know, you see how families get stressed out if their son or their daughter or their children get sick, or even themselves. They don't have insurance. If you have, great. And I always say, if you're working somewhere and they offer you health insurance, never ever turn it down, especially if you have a family. You know, there are various health insurance that say you alone as an individual, you plus one, our family.
Right.
If you have family, you always have to have your family on, because you never know what is going to happen. And you need the buffer. So that gives you an idea of how, you know, the budget helps you think about future and what is going to happen and how you could meet it and not end up in a crisis where you can't buy gas. You know, when people go and meet our politicians in their weekly, it's always something about, you know, they're struggling to meet some of the normal expenses, and you know, you hear comments about, oh, they have a fancy phone but they don't have money to buy food.
Yeah.
You know, and that is where priorities need to be adjusted, and sometimes look at it, and the budget helps with that. Okay, it helps you, it forces you to think ahead.
Right.
And what could happen or possibly happen.
Now, how can you know, my listeners and viewers, how can they track their income and expenses without feeling overwhelmed?
Right. So you have a little exercise book. You start on the top. You put income or revenue. Right. That is your salary, or if you have a lettuce bed, you sell some lettuce, so you put that at the top. So let's say that is $100, and then below that now you have expenses for the month. Let's say we're doing it on a month, and you put all the things that we spoke about: your rent, your food, your transport, your utilities, and everything. And your utilities, you can get an average, because you know what your phone bill is, you know what your water bill normally is, and the most one that fluctuates the most is Grenada. So you take a little average, and you put that down, and you add, what is my total expenses? If that comes up to $110, and you know your income is $100, you know you're in $10 deficit. So you have to make two decisions. Could I increase my income or reduce my costs? And if you have part of that cost, your entertainment, or as we talk about your nails or your guys with the shop, then you know where you could reduce. You can't tell your daughter or your son, you can't get them a lunch kit to go to school or money for the bus. So you know there is a need more than a want.
Yeah.
So you prioritize.
Okay.
Yeah, and you could sit with your husband or your significant other and plan it. You could put both revenues together and expenses, so you get a holistic view of what the budget for the family is for the next month. So you sit with your significant other and you say, listen, then we talk about this thing and how we meeting things and so on. We may have something unusual coming up down the road. We may want to go and take a little holiday. Could we afford it? And at the end of the day, that is all it takes. But we have to be always, you can't be working for $1 and can't save 5 cents. I always say that. You understand? You must find some way to save from your income, whether it's $1 or 5 cents. If you ain't doing that, the problem is you. Yeah. The problem is nobody else. Right?
As simple as that.
Yeah.
But you know what I've realized, what I've observed over time is that for some reason, many folks do not pay much attention to savings.
Yes, and we come from a culture of susu. So it is difficult to understand why we're not saving. And you know, our parents or grandparents, anytime they're in a susu, always on a susu hand. And you see they buy a stove or they buy a pot, something that they need for the home.
Because that's so, susu hand?
Yes, when their susu hand comes. So we have a culture of saving socially and otherwise. So you cannot tell me that you're working for $1 and you can't save 5 cents. If you're not saving, because the saving comes as a buffer for if something emergency comes up, whether it's in the credit union or in the bank, wherever you have your little savings. So you cannot say that you're working and you can't find $5 out of your $100 to save. And I mean, over time it will build up. If you're disciplined, innocent, and you're saving every month at $5 or $10, it's like a piggy bank. If every day you put $1 or $2, it will add up.
Listen, I'm happy you raised this, you know. There's a gentleman, right? I wouldn't say where he's from because everybody would know. He says to me, he goes down the road and he sells red bananas and so forth. And he has a pan, a milk pan or a little bucket. And every day he says he puts $1 there. And when he goes and sell, he puts... And you know, when this man opens the bucket at the end of the year, sometimes $2,000 and $3,000.
Yes, that's right. Because he is disciplined enough to say, listen, I'm doing that every day. A couple times a day based on how I sell my bananas and so on, and you're not touching it. Now that's a discipline. You put in and you ain't touching until the end of the year. And sometimes we surprise ourselves, you know. When we open the thing and we see how much money, we're shocked.
And that in itself is a motivator. I say, well, if I get all that by putting $1, I'm starting to put $2 and $3.
And that is something we have to also impart to our children. Because if I remember years ago, you know, your parents give you $5 for a brick, and you decide, watch, I'm taking $1 out of that 5 and save on the side. I ain't telling mommy, I'm just holding it on the side, and I'm using the $4 to buy whatever I want. And over time, you're surprised to see how the savings come. So it is a mindset that we have to have that, and you find a lot of our people now just spend everything without bothering about saving. And when the time comes for something to be done, they run to a credit union, a bank to get additional help. Or, you know, the most hurtful thing is to see people on the side of the road with a placard or driving around because they need some help with medicals and they can't get it out of their own and they had to beg. I put it as beg. That's what it is, because we have not planned for emergencies, which is what the budget helps us to think about. How do we plan ahead if something comes up that we don't plan for?
Okay. All right, we've reached our end mark with time, but I want you to end by telling my audience the key things to proper financial security. All right, as it relates to budgeting, the key issues, the income or the revenue, the expenses, and how you manage it and how you document it.
Right. So simply put, it's a plan for your future. So if you want to plan ahead, You don't understand your income, what it is. If you're a salaried person, where it comes from, or if you're doing your little pankwa on the side, you add that to it. And on the expenses side, you get an understanding from your bills every month that come in every month. You know what coming, and then you put in something for entertainment. You put in something for unusual item, and to deal with these things, you have to discipline yourself to have savings. So for everything you do, think about saving something out of the monies that you make and put it aside for emergency when it comes up.
Okay, I'm going to give you another task, right? For the folks out there who are earning $1,000 a month, they take the advice that you've just given, put your expenses and your income together, and at the end they realize that they have $200 that is unaccounted for. So there's no expense for that. How much should they save off that?
Right. So it depends on what you think your needs are. If you want to plan for a vacation, if you want to buy something in the house, whatever it is, you take the $200 and you split it accordingly. And you may say, I will put it in our savings account, in our credit union and our bank somewhere, and I may take 100 out of the two. And I will hold 100 for something else that will come up, because not every month you might have the 200 available. So you split it, and a lot is about your own life and how you want to live it and so on, and your decisions are going to influence that. So remember I said you could reduce your costs by changing little things, or you could increase your revenue by doing a little pankwai, or take part of that and put it in a susu. You never know where it could come up. So these are the things that you have to think about when you're trying to manage your finances going forward.
And they are realistic. It's been tested and tried, and it has worked.
Oh, yeah.
You're a testament to that.
I know about that, but I mean, at the end of the day, we need to understand your life. Your life is about you and how you want to live it, and that influences how you spend or not spend.
Okay.
And that is the crux. And of course, you're separating between wants and needs.
All right.
Yeah.
Mr. Diali, it's always a pleasure talking to you, and I'll suggest to Raylene that you visit a little more often, time permitting and so forth. And it's always a pleasure talking with you. Thanks for sharing with us this morning.
Same. Pleasure has been mine as well.
Good. Folks, I have been speaking with Mr. Christopher Diali Sr., and that has been our Riser Money Wise program for this morning. We take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we talk Oil Down Fest with one of our contestants or competitors. We'll be back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
Today's edition of Money Wise was made possible by a Riser Credit Union.
The I in Ariza stands for you, our members. Your goals matter to us. When you speak, we listen and we act. That's why we've rolled out new deposit rates to help your money work harder. We're offering 4.25% on retirement accounts, 4% on educational savings, and 3.5% on 5-year fixed deposits. We're helping you save on your mortgage. Switch to Ariza and enjoy rates as low as 3.99% plus 50% off legal and processing fees. We are also making it easier to get on the road. Get 100% vehicle financing with rates of just 5% on the purchase of a new vehicle. And if you already have a loan for a recent model, we'll help you switch and enjoy better rates. And for our loyal members, we've designed the Ariza Advantage account, which gives you the VIP experience you deserve. You requested, we responded, you received.
This is the Ariza promise. Better value, better service, members first.
Visit arizacu.com or call us today.
For 35 years, one name has stood with us. Through the storms and sunshine, we've been by your side. Whether you're on the road, at sea, on site, or at home, with Grenadian General Insurance, confidence comes standard. It's never been a better time to renew and update for added benefits. Join us in celebrating 35 years of safeguarding what matters most. Grenadian General Insurance, 35 years strong. Visit Grenadian General Insurance on Scott Street, St. George's. Call us at 440-2434 or visit grenadiangeneral.gd to get the coverage you need.
Served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
You can now make a payment directly to Grenlec, anytime, anywhere. Just visit myaccount.grenlec.com and sign in. From the menu, select Financials, then Billing to view your account balance and billing history. Ready to pay? Tap Make a Payment. Choose the account or accounts you'd like to pay and hit Next. Select Debit or Credit Card. Enter your amount, fill your payment details, and tap Confirm and Pay. That's it. Your payment goes through instantly and your account updates right away. Sign up today and put the power in your hands.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
Hi, I'm Roseanne from Team Flow, together with GBN as we celebrate our nation's 52nd independence with what we love the most, Oil Down Festival. Flow is more than proud to be a sponsor for the second year, and we encourage each and every one of you to come together and be connected at Pearl's Airstrip January 31st over some good oil down. Come taste all of the different specialities and be a part of celebrating our nation.
GBN's Oil Long Fest is proudly sponsored by Glenelg Spring Water, Grenville Credit Union, the Marketing and National Importing Board, Echo Blue Limited, Rush Distributors, Grenada Cooperative Bank, Grenada Paper Products, Hubbard's, Superb Distributors, and Grenada Motor Club.
Welcome all. Welcome back to the conversation. As I told you, we are talking Oil Down Fest, and you know it's on this Saturday at the Pearls Airstrip. It's a date that we have, and we won't be late because it starts at 10 and it goes up to 8 p.m. And with me in the studio this morning is Miss Julian Bain. She is the reigning Oil Down Fest champion.
Good morning.
How you know?
I'm okay this morning.
Yes. You wake up good?
Very, very good.
All right. You winning again this year?
Hopefully. I'm just hoping, hopefully.
No. You can't hope that. You have to say, yes, I'm winning. You think anybody else could cook a better oil down than you? Honestly speaking. Besides me.
Beside you?
Yeah.
Let's get at it.
Tell me, making an oil down to you, right? Let's categorize that early up front. All right, in computer programming, we call it declaring your variables. You know there are many Grenadians who cannot make oil down, eh?
Yes, that's true.
All right. So tell me, in your opinion, where are you from?
I'm from Roseville, St. Patrick's.
Well, that's why.
Roseville.
Clifton Paul taught you how to make oil?
That's my relative.
Okay. See what
my mom taught me.
Okay. All right. So, what makes a good oil long for you?
For me, what makes a good oil long is your meat have to be well seasoned, and local seasoning is the best with garlic and your onions, and for me, a coconut to a breadfruit. That is how I make my oil long.
One coconut
to one breadfruit. I coordinate it. You don't want to put too much of water to water it down. You want to juice it down. So you know, yes.
I like that. Okay. I like that. One coconut to one breadfruit. All right, because you know a lot of people make steam down and call it oil down.
Of course.
Yeah, there's a difference with steam down and oil down. You know, steam down is, to me, is when it's one, the coconut milk ain't so strong, and two, when you have breadfruit in it, and like steam down.
And the water less, so you're coming up over the pot.
You know,
yeah.
And then some people even go so far, instead of using the saffron, they use curry.
Yeah, and that show off oil long. You can curry show it off.
Yeah, so
curry have its place. We use the real saffron. You know, tea and curry goat and thing.
Yes.
That is where curry good.
Yes. So okay. So the meat, and again, I've seen it. Some guys would be cooking oil down. I wouldn't say where, but where they cooking it, but they cut up the meat and they say you go take the seasoning in the pot.
For me, I don't like it that way, because you know the meat, you could season the meat and leave it there probably for half an hour at least. But when you just put it in the pot and you go and pour the water, and then if you don't have enough juice, as I say, from the coconut, you water it down.
Yeah,
you can't get the real jinx in it. But season your meat, you know, let me take time to season. That is important.
You mentioned garlic and onion. What's about the thyme and
thyme and seasoning pepper is a boss. And for me, I mean, I'm the champion, you know, but I ain't hiding thing because
no,
I don't giving you me thing, but I ain't hiding thing. But you know, once you well season your meat, you have it locked down. But you have a touch to it. For me, I have a special hand. I have a touch.
Which hand is it special?
The right hand.
I like that. I like
my grandma told me that. She says some people born with a gifted hand, because it's not I'm good at cooking on a whole. I don't really boast myself, but I can cook any meal.
Okay.
I could just sit down and just go and look and just do stuff, and it always come out good.
Right.
So I now have a blessed hand.
Okay. Yeah. Now, as it relates to the meat that some folks put in oil down, people put different things. In your opinion, what are the best meats to put in oil down?
For me, I like back and neck, turkey, pigtail, and a little saltfish could give it a taste too. Crab and all kind of thing tastes real good in oil long. But you know, when you're cooking for people and what they can eat, we have to be careful.
Like
so if I doing cheese and things, so if I doing a seafood oil long, you go be own seafood. And a meat with meat. I won't go and put maniku in oil long based on what, because some people when they smell it, it show them off. So you have to be careful. Yeah, you have to be careful what meat you put in. Yeah, some people when you get the scent of the maniku, they might burn it, but to give it a scent, so you have to be careful.
Okay. You mentioned pigtail. What's about the pig snout?
Pig snout too.
Yeah.
For me, I like pigtail. Snout, I'm also into snout, but snout give you the swag too.
Yeah.
And look and cut you with big and chunky.
Yeah.
When you think you slice it up nice, and when people see the food there.
And you boil you
boil it and you don't leave it with too much salt. But to me, pigtail have to have a little salt.
Yeah,
not too salty the pot, but when you overboil it and you don't have no salt, you don't get any real juice and the taste.
The inclusion of things like your pumpkin And your green beans.
And what I does, I put some to the middle. Because if you think in pot and you just see it plain going down, so you could do it in layers. I do my pots in layers. So as how I go down, I can get piece of everything. I see some people when they're taking out food, they will take out all the dumpling, take all the meat. For me, I do it in layers. So each layer I go down, I could get all what I want. That is how I pack my pot. You understand? So when I had the dumpling, I have figured that is layers. So I could just dig a pot and get everything I want, just like that. So I have to take out all the dumpling, take out all the meat, and I'm getting it just how I want it.
Yeah.
Once I layer it out, yeah.
Some folks put the breadfruit right to the bottom.
Yes, for me, I like the breadfruit on the borderline of the pot.
Yeah.
So the pot over, you put the breadfruit around, and then I still put some, as I tell you, in the pattern. So while you go now, you don't want to dig up to mash up. Because food could taste good, but when you dig it up and you look at, people don't want to, and again, you can't have food looking good and not tasting good. We want the both coordination, look and taste.
That's why you're the boss. You're nothing, man. You're nothing. Yeah. You know? All right. For folks who cannot eat salt, right, with people with hypertension issues, could they really enjoy an along too?
Yeah, they could. And you just go low on sodium, you know. Yeah, you go low on the salt intake. So there are certain salts that is very low in sodium. So you get that for people with a condition. And as a cook, when you're cooking, you try to cook to cater for everybody. So you know, if somebody have a condition, the food you cook, the person could be able to eat it too. So not because the person you don't want to cook food with salt strong and then you buy me oil long first and then your pressure go up high. We don't want that.
Yeah. Someone wants to ask you a question. Good morning, caller.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, welcome.
So, this lady, congratulations to that. Here's something. You are an all-down boss. You could never make oil down and don't put garlic in it. Once you don't put garlic, it has no taste. Congratulations, and I wish you all the best. Keep up the spirit.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes. We left out Kalaloo.
Yeah, well, Kalaloo, we had to put the colors is very important.
Yes.
You know the colors, and on top for me, I like to decorate my pot. The top view is very important. You do it to the middle, but when you put your pumpkin, your beans, and everything right up to the top, and you steam, and what I does, my seasoning peppers and everything, is when the pot cook, you just put it in it. So when the steam just take it just before you cook, all that things stay right there.
Someone else wants to share something. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oil down.
Listen, that lady there knows exactly what she's talking about. I'm not sure if she's a trained chef or what, but the way she speaks and how she designed her pot and the things that she put in it and the suggestions she makes, listen, she's good. I mean, I have to taste her oil down.
Are you going to be up at Pearls on Saturday?
I am going to be, yes, I am.
Okay.
But listen, tell her keep up the good work, because what she's saying, everything she's saying, from the seasoning of the meat, for what goes into the pot, the control of the sodium, and all of that, she just knows her stuff.
Thank you.
Congratulations. I hope you win on Saturday.
Thank you, I will.
Just like that, I feel to compete, you know.
Let's go now.
Yeah.
I like the challenge.
A question here. Some folks, I know of one person in particular that puts a little bit of tomato ketchup in oil now.
No, I don't put tomato ketchup.
Okay.
Some people put it, they say, for the color, but to me, once you use the quantity of the saffron that you want to the coconut, you don't need no ketchup.
Yeah.
You want the real kind of yellow, that boosty color, and you have to have coordination. Because some people, if they have 10 coconut, they don't know how much saffron to put.
Yeah.
So sometimes they want the island come out yellow, but because they don't know the content or the quantity, they don't get it to the color they want. But you have to monitor your sauce, your juice, and make sure you have the right color and the taste too.
Okay. I want to ask you a question, but I laughed even before. At what point do you store your pot?
I don't really store my pot, you know. I put enough water, the substance content, like bubble up.
All right.
And you see to the top, sometimes when you put the dumpling, you just take your spoon and you give it a little tap down so that juice could come right over and flow. But I don't store up oil long and thing. I don't do that.
That was a trick question. If you store oil long, I mean, you have no idea. You have no idea of cooking this thing. Or you could store oil long.
You can't do that. It's not soup.
So what can folks expect expect from you on Saturday? How many pots will you be cooking on Saturday?
I'll be doing about 5 to 6 pots.
Different
huge pot. We'll be doing one with seafood, one with veggie like saltfish only, and 2 or 3 with all the meat, different meats.
You know, I have a problem. I'm on a seafood diet. Once a seafood, I eat it.
Oh, well, that's good. So once it's seafood, I mean you go eat all my food.
Good morning. Oil down.
Hello.
Hi, welcome.
I was in St. Vincent about 7.
Don't tell me your credit finish on us there. He looks at it. Or maybe location. Yeah, I guess he was about to make a comparison with, other Caribbean territories try.
But they don't get to as us.
Yeah, I don't want to. There are two countries that I looked at some people attempt to cook a oil dog, and I had to lie and tell them, yeah, it tastes good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, there's one in particular. They put in mixing the dough, the flour to make the dumpling. They put in sugar. I say, what madness is this? And it tastes nice. I say, real nice. Yeah.
What some people does, some people use the same saffron water, and they need the flour, so you give it a nice color also.
So to folks out there who are yet making up their minds as to whether they come into Oil Dung Fest or not, give them a reason to come.
Come. It's a fun activity. It's all about, our national dish, and it's all about showcasing it, And oil long is just, for you, if you're not to show how to sort out your pot, the recipe is always there. So you have enough time still, sort out the recipe, and come on, let's just have fun. Let's just cook up the thing, and organize the thing, and let the place just bubble up. Independence is right here.
What DJ is this morning? I hope my boss ain't listening. She could tell me, listen, you could take holidays. This girl could take your position on the radio. According to my father, he said you could well spoke. Oh my goodness! Someone is trying to reach you again. Good morning, Oil Dung. Oil Dung, good morning.
Good morning. How are you, Innocent?
Hi, welcome.
Good. I just want to know that lady's name, because when I send it, I have to send to get my oil on. I don't think I'll be able to go, but I have to send, so I want to know her name, because I send it straight to her to get my oil on.
Jesus Christ.
Julian Bain. It will be Bain's Eating Delights.
Wonderful, and all the best.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
Oil Dung. We could do this until Saturday. Look at the lines now. Good morning, Oil Dung.
Hey, good morning there.
Yeah, Oil Dung.
I long from St. Patrick, Roseville.
Hey, people.
Esmond Paul never speaking to you. And I'm Paka family. Now, what do you do with the hawks after I squeeze the coconut water?
What I do with the hawks after I squeeze it? You want it?
Now, see what you throw it away?
Huh?
He asked if you throw it away.
And persons that have animals, they take it, and sometimes I just show it away if nobody, because I always cooking oil long, like every week.
The hawks in the when you squeeze the water, first and second water, I'm like coconut milk. Hawks back in the pot, it tastes real good. I tried home myself in Ireland. That tastes bad with that.
Take a hawks in it, you go make it thick and nice. You have all kind of thing you could do,
I put it back inside the pot, and no one then when I make Ireland home, and it tastes nice.
Go taste nice, but you can't don't overdo it, because you have to tell you have to know the quantity and the amount.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I mean, the hawks thing is very good. The hawks is the real coconut itself. When you end up throwing away the whole coconut.
Yeah, that's true.
I think I see on the phone, but I pass and oversee with coconut and things. They take out the shell and all, the granny shell and mix it with shell,
Okay.
They don't show the shell at all. The whole coconut using. They take out the inside the coconut, and then you use the shell and all for some things in any case, But the hawks in the island is very nice,
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I've never heard or tried this with the hawks.
The hawks, yeah, it does.
In the pot?
You could throw a little in it, yeah.
I know my grandmother sometimes would use it.
I grew up with a lot of people, and my grandmother was a real cook, and they do that. And not much though.
Yeah, I know we use it and make cheap and
yeah.
Good morning, Oil Dung. Oil Dung Fest, talk to me. All right. Okay, well, folks, Julian, I want to wish you all the best. let me tell you something. I know you're confident and you have all reasons to be, because you come out in Rose Hill. Clifton Paul is your relative, and people up that side. I want to say something, but I don't want to say it loud. Andrew, Jerome, and Mike, Alexis, and them people and them, they just call me. I come out in the country and they from town. They can't cook oil long, you know. Don't say I say that, right?
No, I can't say that.
Yeah, don't say I say that. They can't cook oil long, you know. We up that side, we are the best breadfruit, the best coconut, the best saffron, and we have the best know-how to do this thing. Yeah, when you want a pizza and thing like that, we'll come down, we'll make that for us. But when you want good food, they have to come up. You afraid to say it?
No, I'm not saying it.
Julian, I want to wish you all the best come Saturday. And as you rightfully say it, on Saturday, it's going to be all about fun. All right? You could win again, but I can tell you that there are some competitors that are coming, and they are coming strong. Yeah. So you know.
I get messages. That's okay.
Yeah. The competition is just for the fun of it, but at the end of it all, we're celebrating our independence, we're celebrating our national dish, and we're socializing, because there will be entertainment as well. There will be singing. There will be a whole lot of things. So I want to wish you all the best come Saturday.
Thank you so much.
And we are going to have a ball.
Of course we will.
Yeah. Remember, I'm on a seafood diet.
So all food you see, you can just go ahead and have some.
Yeah. Folks, that's it for the conversation. I've been speaking with Miss Julian Bain. She is the reigning Miss GBN Oil Down Fest. This person is right. Okay, they stopped. All right, so folks, we've got to wrap it up here. Thank you for joining us and staying with us throughout the conversation this morning. Again, I want to say thank you to my good friend Mr. Christopher Diali, who came before on the Money Wise program for Ariza. Very informative and down to earth as usual. And if the good Lord spare our lives, we'll do this again tomorrow, same time, same place, same frequencies, channels, and platforms. Bye bye for now.